It's going to be a nightmare, but... It was like this when we turned up.
You get the Grunder Mac.
That's why they sent me, Kev.
Sat here waiting for concrete.
You've done £15 an hour. Hey you guys, and welcome to the Jono Show.
We are with RHINO Concrete. Big bellies. So, first things first, let's go over to GORSEY Brow, where I went over and filmed some of the process of the concrete getting pumped for the first half of that footing. That job's been going on for about 3 weeks, start to finish, and it has been a really tricky one for the lads, but they've managed just fine. There was some underpinning involved, and it just got a little bit messy, but the guys over at EveryTrade have been a very easy client of ours, and we do like to collaborate with them anytime we can. So we're going to go and check out the concrete getting pumped in on that. And then from there, all 4 of the concrete lads go over to Sale for a really nice and tidy house extension. Oh, it's weird driving my own car after that van. Everything's really far back. Anyway, we're back. It's Tuesday. We've just had Easter weekend, so a nice little break for everybody. As you will have seen from last video, on Thursday of last week, I drove myself and Aaron down to Eastbourne and then made the journey back. It was a long old day. If nothing else, it was an interesting little adventure. So now I'm off to GORSEY Brow in Stockport because I heard this morning that it's getting concreted by RHINO Concrete for one, but also my confirmed best friend Jimmy from JRN, who always loves to see me, as I'm sure you're about to find out. If you cut Jimmy down the middle, concrete would come out, specifically C40. He just knows his stuff, but it's quite a big job, and because it's a step up, we're going to be doing the first half of the job, concreting today. Yeah, back into the swing of things. No Brad this week, he's still on holiday, but hopefully he's got some interesting content to pass along to us from his trip to Italy. Literally just the last little bit, going up off this level here to there, done. I reckon it probably won't even be a cube. Right, that's that for the day then. So as I said, yeah, they've got to wait for this concrete here to dry up. It's got to go off so that then when they're pouring this section, obviously you can see where the cage is elevated above. This concrete is going to go to this level, so this will need shuttering, and then this whole section, because it's a different level to the rest, will be concreted at a separate juncture. So yeah, they're just going to stick the cages in all the way down here. Obviously they're doubling up on piles here.
Canen and Jono here from... Hey you guys, and welcome to the Jono Show.
And today we are with RHINO Concrete! Gorsey Brow, half finished. Just needs the other half of the concrete as I mentioned before. I'm going to go and shoot a concrete job that Aaron and Jono are going to in Sale. It's only 15 minutes away. So I guess you'll see me and them there. See the ways of this world just bring you to. Let's have a look at this concrete job then, shall we? Nice and tidy job. Imagine we're only going 50mm above these posts. Oh my word. So this is what we like to call a rare occurrence. So this is Harry doing some work. Nice and clean concrete job for the lads. We've got one more job on in Presswich. It's a Sam and Liam job, the Robinson brothers. I'm not going to be there to film that, fortunately. But you can't get to every single job, though I wish you could. The videos would probably be about 2.5 hours long every week. There's too many jobs to see them all. But not a bad day today, pure concrete day. On to the next one. Okay, so next up we're going to Fountain Street, where we're going to go check in on Chris and Phil, and Ryan was also helping them out. Concrete's getting piled today, only half of them, because only half of them have been driven, but they are 10-inch, so there's not as many as the last plot. And it was a nice sunny lovely day. I even picked up a wheelbarrow myself, made a mess of it to be honest. But yeah, here's Fountain Street, Macclesfield. It takes half the amount of time to get to Macclesfield from Salford as it does from Hyde on the other side of Manchester city centre. So these piles are getting concreted today, some of them at least. We can call this our update for the week on Macclesfield. Just something quite short and quick, because I'd like to get out and film some new sites this week and some new projects, because the business is ever changing, plans are ever changing also. It's hard to get all your ducks in a row in construction as it is, but it's worse with piling. You can really only plan sort of 2 weeks ahead, and the nature of piling is that people often don't realise they need it until they have an engineer come out and inspect the site, and then they say, well, you need piling because of this or this. It could be a stream nearby, it could be poor ground conditions, it could be presence of clay, trees as well. That's often a reason too. I think in this case it was due to the subsidence on the older buildings next door. Right, send the drone up, shall we? 3 drop weights, impressive stuff. They've driven 17 piles so far to a depth of 15 meters. And they've done this in about 2 weeks, which is not bad at all. You gotta think every time you put a following pile on there, it gets harder because the weight has to then move more metal deeper into the ground. You know, every time you're driving a following pile, it's gonna be slightly more complicated. It makes sense though, with 4 people on site, it makes life a little bit easier. For a good majority of this, obviously it's just been Chris and Phil, which can slow things down because between them they can operate 2 drop weights because it has to be manned. But now with 3 and the extra person to float around and help where needed is much quicker. And the presence of an extra drop weight, you know, you're moving 50% faster, provided it can move at the same pace as the others. Should have this done in the next couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks at latest. Concrete's just arrived. I'll head down there in a second, may as well get a drone shot while we're here already. I love the lad's method for getting the concrete accurately in the piles. It's just a traffic cone with the end cut off, so it obviously doesn't just come down to a bottleneck. You'll find a lot of stuff like that on sites. It's I wouldn't even call it unconventional, I'd just call it creative. Right. Looking good. Usually, I fly the drone back myself, but today I'm just going to leave it to do its own thing. It says the home point's here, so let's see just how accurate it is. It's landed over here. Oh, he's drew the short straw, hasn't he, with that Hamelin barrow? All you have to do is just point.
Go on, don't drop a bit. Why you only get an half a barrow?
Hey, I don't control
Oh.
Say about a barrow and a bit.
So
Plastic
you're paying them off. shit, innit? A bit boring.
It does get boring sometimes.
I could do this.
Chris is coming for my job.
How my fault. That of it.
Yeah. That all the piles as well?
Oh, just got that one to fill.
So I'm gonna go and see Jaden and Jonty over in Wigan in the other direction because they are shifting some MOT around to the back of the property. You will have seen last week they had a lot of drilling to do because of the concrete that already existed there. They had to make way for the drainage to be relocated, so they've done that and they're just shifting MOT around to the other side now. So that's where I'm going as soon as I can remember the address. Got it, it's the one, Wigan, 1 hour. And away we go. Hello there! Boom boom! Oh, he's got the whacker out. It's the last thing your missus wants to hear, isn't it, really? Hello. What's wrong, Jack?
You don't have permission to do that, yet.
I don't have permission.
Permission to it.
Whoa. You always look so professional on a digger. Oh, you're cleaning the tractor?
All the stone gets stuck in it. You lift yourself up and now I'll be able to do it.
Plonk. Oh, nice. Check you out. It's like you're certified.
That would have been on the side, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Depends who you ask.
I feel like I'm going to get it in, but Ian's just not too sure.
In what respect?
Just by like, so how much out, like it takes a lot of time to build the steel and put it all in. Right. Basically. So it will be Friday.
So I believe this is what they call a RAFT. Ah. I don't really know anything about rafts myself. Neither do you.
Like a fucking giraffe.
You've heard of a giraffe?
I've heard of a giraffe.
Yeah. As you'll see from the last time we were here, this was in a different location, i.e. there. It's now been relocated by Ian Morris, the man himself, the wizard. Yeah, so that's all sorted for the customer. I've just been chatting inside. They've been very hospitable, lovely to chat to. Bringing out a few brews for us now. All in all, this job should be boxed off before the end of the week. Concrete is going to be poured most likely on Friday. Oh, there we go, I don't need to shout anymore. Yeah, it's more than likely going to be Friday that this will get concreted. I'd definitely like to be here for that. Call this job boxed off then. It's just about getting everything else sorted first. Obviously, building control needs to come out and look at it before we can even put a lick of concrete in there. So I guess we'll see how we get on. That concludes Wednesday. Cages are going to go in tomorrow, and then the concrete is going to be going in Friday afternoon. In the meantime, it's 3 o'clock. We're going to call it a day. Tomorrow I'm going to see if I can get out to see what Sean is up to. I guess. Let's see what tomorrow brings. You can do this. You don't need Brad. Okay. Next up, we go to Bowden to check in on Sean and Ryan. They've driven some piles. They've made a nice cage up. And then the lads are coming over to concrete it, from RHINO Concrete, of course. It was quite a deep excavation to begin with. It was going quite far down. It's quite an interesting looking job. It's a house from like 1930, I believe. So the lads did a great job. Check it out. Hello again. It's Thursday. I'm gonna go over to see Sean, who's over in Bowden, Altrincham. Let's see what he's up to. I heard he's doing cages. But if I can get over and film what Sean's up to, that means that I've, in a 4-day work week, mind you, it means that I've somehow managed to film all of the piling lads and what they're up to in 1 week, with one less day to work with, which is pretty good.
Build a chute for concrete. Obviously, once that concrete hits that, the weight of that will hold itself. Do maybe chucking a bit of soft stuff. I get that digger in a minute. Chuck a bit of soft stuff down the back there.
Yeah, around that pipe and that.
Yeah, around the back of that pipe. Other than that, it's literally a case of let's get the laser out, set up, and then we'll wait for building control.
This is a 12 pile site, 150mm diameter, and they've gone to a depth of 6 meters each. So it's been shuttered up by Sean and Ryan. It's looking quite nice, actually. It's a bit of a tricky one, obviously, because we're so far into the ground here that it becomes slightly complicated for getting concrete in the hole. So the solution for that is that Sean, at the moment, is just cutting up some boards and he's going to make himself a little ramp, and then the concrete can get poured straight down into there. It's only going to 250mm in height, but it does have to make its way down those piles, so by Sean's prediction it should be about 4.5 cube. Yeah, you done your shoot?
Well, these are the boards for it. Shoot here, let him shoot that, pick the chute up, put it there.
Got me.
That's 100mm off the door then. Try and find them all.
Ready to roll then, aren't we?
You happy with that?
It's 100mm down off that sill.
Yeah, it's 100mm down off that sill.
That's all I've been told.
Over the back.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this chute is going to be where we're going to get
It's a cracking shoot.
Well, didn't you come out to that job that we did where it was literally, they put visqueen down the slope and they had a
Yeah,
barra down
in
at the
Royton.
bottom?
I was telling Sean about
so
that. Yeah.
That's a big. That was a bigger drop than this one.
Well, this one's a little bit more sophisticated, I would argue, as well. No disrespect to the guys who did it, because it worked, didn't it? Fun day,
You
slip
could
and
have
sliding.
ironed it out and got rid of the creases, couldn't you, really?
I didn't want to do too good of a job, Kevin, because
We slick this in the van, we'll keep this.
That'd be
Put it in the
it.
van.
5 days a week you'd be making
We'll
these.
take it with us. Or was it like this when you turned up?
it was like this when we
How the
turned
fuck
up.
did you get the Grundamac fucking into some...
That's why they sent me, Kev.
I better come and have a look. Shifting the car. No, I can't be certain, but that looks like a concrete wagon. What's going on? Is it? Are you Aaron's mum? I'm Canen, nice to meet you. You've done a cracking job raising that lad. Look at this bad boy, look at this wagon. Get yourself some lunch, mate. Yeah. It's long. Oh, the
You think you're joking?
Your mum just turned up, haven't you? There for you, lot.
Oh, bless him. yeah, stick the bottom down here and then it'll fill that side a little bit, but not too much. Just go nice and slow with it, Harry.
That's lovely. That was a good fucking ballot.
Is it that good though, if you're praising yourself?
Yeah, mate, that's always fucking good. Bit of self-credit, too.
One more or wait.
Yeah, just let us
Admin through that.
yeah, just if you just cop it on that there. Yeah, go on.
Big belly. Big bellies. Because what year is it? What year is it?
52.
Exactly.
23-year-old.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Checking these out. Put the mesh on the floor.
Ah, okay.
And the barrels can go back on the top. Makes sense to me.
Hey?
Not me.
Maybe in your
In my teens.
Fair enough. If it, do you know what? If it works.
This is the man that was going to chuck the mesh on top of the barrel. Think smart.
Is he coming out the side? You can let him. Yeah, go on then.
Come on, Harry.
I'll get sat down waiting for a fucking ride or
Right,
something.
look.
That's what you get when you order RHINO concrete.
What, you?
Yeah, boy.
Don't tell him that. We'll never get a customer ever again. Yeah, there's another one on there now.
Ah, no crap.
Wait. Oh, I was going to say. Sorry, no, you know
Come
what
on,
you're
mate.
doing.
I'm a concrete manager, mate. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, look at that. That's.
Put a bit of style on it.
Right, about a cube left now. Let's have a look. Should just about do it.
Alright, 1 minute. Yeah. Wash out. These days. I bet he has to work for his best part of 8.
Right. I wasn't originally going to film this concrete job, but they got finished on Sean's job so fast. I mean, what time was it when they were done? It was about, I want to say about 1:30. And Aaron asked the question. He said, you know, are you coming to film this next one? I didn't realise it was a job with Ace and Scott. So 2 birds, 1 stone really today. And tomorrow we're off to Wigan to see the concrete going in for that raft. That'd be a pretty good way to end the week, I think, in terms of content. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm off to the gym and probably a nap. And lastly, we're going back to Orrell, Wigan, to go and see Jaden and John T fabricating some cages, dropping them in for the raft, putting some mesh down, and then hopefully getting it concreted. Do you ever have a ham and cheese sandwich for breakfast? Because there's nothing in the Co-op that remotely resembles anything close to breakfast. I do it all the time. Anyway, we're back in Wigan. It's Friday. Jaden and John are going to see how far they can get. There's going to be a lot of tying in cages and they're being made from scratch. So that was our customer just now. The customer's just as excited as these two to get this done, to be honest. It's been proven to be quite a complicated process. Obviously you had that drainage issue that Ian Morris came by to sort out, who is also here. Let's see how today fares, shall we? Yeah, I can help you if you need.
Between the walls, I think we found one. Well, it's past the first test, it stood up. We could do with these being further apart to stop that. We need to put, have we got any loose toe links? We need to put the toe links in.
Who made this cage?
I don't know how that's happened. I think it's just the strength.
Heat, probably. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Something like that.
So he wants to come in and bricklay around it, which I was going to suggest anyway. So he puts the 2 or 3 courses on the outside, on the toe.
Yeah.
And then put polystyrene up against it, so 50 mil, 250 mils makes 100 mil. And then we concrete it against the polystyrene. We don't have to shut it.
Someone's weld's popped off, so it won't go up.
Someone's welds.
That could be a bit high if you can.
Just a few times. Put that there. Right, so that's in the right place. Yeah, but we need to make sure we can get these bars together. So, We have to. We're going to have to push it that way and then drop it down and put loose links on the end of it so we can pull them all back to make up that gap. Yeah. Review. This end needs to stay out, that end needs to go in, and then that bolt will just drop into that. Okay, or
Yeah, go on, I can.
these are just doubles.
Find you, Jaden, somewhere.
So we usually bear the weight better. That's what we do. Yeah, that's it.
Need them. Alright, your turn.
Sat here waiting for concrete. It should have been at 1 o'clock. It's coming at 4:30, 5 o'clock. £15 an hour, girl. And we're sat here doing fuck all. Get them beers up. You're doing £15 an hour. What's going on here?
The metal is all in for the raft. And I'll tell you what, I mean, this morning there was nothing in the hole. It's extremely complex. So usually you'll see us bring prefabricated cages in. You will have seen from the start of the video to now that these have all been fabricated right here. They've all been made in our customer's garden using a combination of sort of tack welding or spot welding and tying them in with metal tie wraps. So yeah, it's all ready to go. Just waiting on Jimmy. Once it's concreted, this job can then move on to the next phase. It's not getting fully concreted, so this slab isn't getting poured today. Just the outer, it's the toe that's getting concreted, so only up to a certain point now. And then the second phase of concrete would be the slab, which is happening on Monday. So yeah, let's see when Jimmy arrives. Finally.
I just need to ultra triple nipple to make sure that this level's right. So would you just hold this for me? Of course. So on that course area, you hold that, please.
Of course.
So just need the bottom there. From there. And this is set to that. So it's proof there that you've seen my level. So I've got one witness at least.
Well, and however many people watch this video going out next Friday. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Jaden is a man who measures twice and cuts once, aren't you? You bar a man today, John. Oh, look at that!
That's proper concrete.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
She was asleep. She woke up.
Do you proper watch him? Yeah. Aww. He watches the videos. He does. He watches the videos. Oh, it's so You didn't hear him, did you? He said he wanted it over there. You know, why'd you do that to yourself? Because you're big. To be fair to Jimmy, it's not really, there's nothing he can do about how long one of his jobs takes. He said he was messed around for 2 hours, so it's understandable why he might have been a little bit late. It's always good concrete. There he is now. I think you secretly love being filmed, you know. Go on, how much did it have? 3.7 cubes.
We're not concentrating on that, just concentrate on this.
Because this is where your stepson's going to put his bricks up here, up to your DPC level, and then from there we then concrete the meshes.
You've got it.
Oh, you're in the bubble there. Spot on. Spot on, Jaden.
Thank you.
Well, it's a late one for you boys, but I am grateful.
Right, sorted, done. Jimmy was a little bit late. He did apologise for being late, to be fair to him. And the concrete got done today, so it doesn't make many odds to us. It's just we had to wait around for a little bit, which none of us really like. Obviously we like to stay busy, and time moves a little bit faster when you've got things to do, and when you don't, it doesn't move at all. So Stephen has arranged for the bricks to be laid on Monday. Obviously the concrete will be more than cured by then, and then on Tuesday we're arranging for the slab to be poured and then the job to be finished, and then we have nothing else to do with it, and then the extension can go up and Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. And it is a Friday, and it is now 6 PM, so a little bit past our scheduled working hours. Me, the piling lads, the concrete lads, and Brad are all going for a drink tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna all go out, blow off some steam, and we hope you do the same and enjoy yourselves. Yeah, I suppose that concludes this week's episode of RHINO.